Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration. So last time I got space science started, space science is important. Hello. Gotta fix my space science before I can start protecting the planet. Oh, is it continuing to expand? Okay, that's good. I have to figure out how I'm gonna supply my science a little more effectively. But it's been a week. Hope you've been well. And I hope your birds managed to, I don't know, eat people on the train in your Pathfinder adventure. Not player characters, that probably would be not ideal. That can sit for now. I need to figure out where my speed upgrades. Okay, I'm building them here, so I need to move this. Yeah, I bet your space science is less horrible than mine. Do I have enough reds? Good. I'm gonna make it functional for now. Okay, yeah. And I know that there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of established, like, rules for how to scale stuff down. But I understand that I probably should have thought about where I'm gonna run this a little bit more. I should probably move it over to the left a bit. I know that despite not playing Pathfinder low level specifically, I know that low level tabletop role-playing games are incredibly lethal just because the numbers are so low. Yeah, let's go up and then to the left. It's like, but you, as the, do they call them GMs in Pathfinder? Because officially DM would be Dungeons and Dragons? I don't know. Is that the right distance? Yes. But there is always that you can adjust as necessary to fix mistakes. Yeah, but if you kept it from going all wrong, that sounds like a success. Oh, that's annoying, that's why. This is silly. I should merge these sooner. I still need that one. It should work. It's gonna be slow. I have to scale stuff up, but it will at least work by itself. Okay, that will at least flow. It's on the wrong side though. Let's have to fix this real quick. So I should try to think about that sooner. Which I guess means that I need to get to work on... I need to research the cargo rockets? If I myself want to get up there? So I should probably get to work on that then. Well, it should be interesting. That looks like an okay rate for speed to get up there. I still need to actually deliver the science packs automatically. I need to fix that. I guess it'll just run down here. Yes, that should be fine. Okay, that's enough for now. Oh, that's kind of neat sounding. I don't know where it is, but it might just be. It might be one of these various listed things, but I need to get that meteor defense. That will take time. That will be delayed by my bad science. But I need to get to work. I can, if I search for capsule, it must be this. Oh yeah. So it's space science, but it's like the first space science, which doesn't look like it should be too far into that tree. Okay. So that will be a valuable goal. But before I do that, the biggest priority is steam turbines for running nuclear reactors and such. I need pipes, copper plates, gear wheels, and motors. Oh, yep, there's the unlucky. Oh, that's actually a pretty bad hit. Most of that's replaceable except for those. It'll be cool to have a smaller ship to go back and forth that is presumably, like, convenient. Should upgrade all of these. There's really no reason not to. Garbage. Setting up turbines shouldn't be too bad. Let's all repair by itself. There's a lot of stuff that I should be doing. I should probably get roboports actually being made. I should keep an eye on this. Oh, this whole south... This whole east side's actually almost completely safe. I'd say that's probably safe. There's no nests. It will increase evolution if they absorb it, but I have up here to destroy. Wow. What a crude oil deposit that is. I think that's the smallest I've ever seen. This one's pretty close. There must be some terrain gen with like this marsh stuff. Because that just feels like a big coincidence. That's good oil over there. I shouldn't get distracted though. I'm here to make turbines for my eventual nuclear setup. Robots. I can steal some of these. Oh yeah. Supplying stuff, maintaining stuff and supplying lasers. No, I could... You did mention remote controlling tanks. I could go and have that guy clear a bunch of garbage out of the way for me. I don't want to save a few more of these. I got distracted. Oh yes, I was fixing the pickup on this. Which I don't really need anymore, but... So that will feed over here. So, turbines take 3 seconds to craft. They're fairly quick. 30 copper plates, 10 copper plates per second. That's fine. 20 pipes every 3 seconds. 7 per second. I always forget 7 per second. So 4 to 1 will overproduce. Motors are being supplied. Gear wheels are about the same. Awkward. But I guess I can produce both relatively centrally or down at the bottom. I could probably, you know what? I should be using these, even if they're not necessary. It's an interesting process. I think I find it surprising for some reason how much more time from like, I'm pretty sure getting to space will take longer at this stage than it took from creating a silo in Space Age. It feels surprising for some reason. It probably shouldn't be surprising. But like, it's all about space exploration, but it's not quick. Okay, this is not the right ratio at all, because it's 20 and 30, but this will hopefully be fast enough. Yeah, it's kind of... I mean, it wouldn't feel like as much... Oh, okay. It wouldn't feel like as much of an accomplishment if it was easy to reach. But it's just kind of... I don't know why, but for some reason the aesthetic of... Oops. Like, Space Age feels higher tech to me. Even though it isn't. It feels like the space travel would be different. It's a completely baseless feeling, but I'm pretty sure if I did my math right, I only want one of these. Ah, yes, the classic. I can obviously scale this up. I just... break that for me. Press shift? No. Control? No. This is wasteful. And I did the line wrong. I can let this just go for a while. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean... yeah, this is plenty. Because, like, it's so... like, the efficiency... I should probably put productivity in this one. The, I'm low on iron, that's kind of the issue, okay. That is a predictable problem, and fairly easily solvable. Like, nuclear is still so efficient even pre-enrichment. And recycling? It's just, it burns through such a small, unless they changed it for space exploration. It burns through so little compared to the amount that you can produce. Okay. Yeah, these are underproducing because there's not enough iron. Because it's 2 per gear wheel. Which is so expensive. I still have one more. Yeah, like... it's such a... it really feels like it should be more expensive, but maybe it's realistic. Yeah. Maybe it's a very realistic portrayal of nuclear power, ignoring, like, the devastating impacts of nuclear meltdowns and stuff. Okay, I need more of these, which means that I need more gear wheels. Get a few more of these. Ooh, this is not moving very fast because it's low on iron. Because I'm producing too many of these. Fair enough. This is okay. I need to improve my iron, which is not actually a problem because I haven't done this yet. Wait. Yeah, I think. Like my impression isn't that it's like overpowered or anything. Just it could be worse than it is, and I think it would still be worth it. Is sort of where how I feel about nuclear power in this game. Like, that doesn't mean they should make it worse. Because, I mean, it needs to be better than... It sort of needs to be better than solar. Why does this look so weird to me? I mean, solar's fairly easy to get going in normal Novus contexts, so it does need to... There needs to be a reason beyond just space to switch. Yeah. It just made me think that it would be pretty funny to turn the entirety of Novus into solar panels. Or like, an entire planet is just solar panels as like a nightmare scenario. Okay, that one's needed. Because with a limited space on the planets, it would be a funny goal. Yeah, like I think sort of looking at... Wait, do I want to... this is my steel line? I don't need that one right now. I need the iron. Make sure the iron line is being fed effectively. Okay, right here? Good. There might be... You can have many planets, I think? I don't know what I was looking at, because I'm not trying to look at, like, guides or anything, but there was something I was checking, and it led to, like, resource planets, and how you can have more than some variable number of them. And I wonder if there's enough planets that you could just dedicate an entire planet to producing solar power. Wipe out the native biter population in a terrible bid for green energy But at what cost? I actually know if this will supply enough for this to be worth. Also, I should just be doing this part manually, probably. Having my robots do it does not save time. It's like probably a little over halfway there. Could be close to halfway. Math on circles is kind of funny. That would be great. I was gonna say it might be too much of a one block, not one block, but I'm just thinking of it in terms of like modded Minecraft terms, a one block solution. But it really wouldn't be out of place. And it would obviously have to be super expensive to make in the first place. I need to upgrade the actual furnaces now. I actually would have forgotten that if I hadn't been paying attention. Good thing I have those automated somewhere this way. Oh, my meteor defense science finished. I need to see how to craft that, because that is very important. I don't know, processing units. So I have to get processing units going next. Ooh, that's not ideal. Yeah. Just like a super solar panel thing that costs 10,000? 10,000 solar panels for a Dyson sphere? I'm distracted. I'm replacing other stuff. I feel like 10,000 would be a lot, but also probably reasonable. For a super, at that point, once it's running a super free energy. Okay. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. Wait, no, I might have enough iron, because I'm merging two belts. No, I'm splitting this belt. I'm not merging it. I probably should be merging it with this guy. Okay. That can be addressed. Yeah. It would take up 10. I don't know how much solar panels stack to. 50? It says 500 per line in a chest. 1,000. 4,800 per chest. It would just be a lot of space to then try to craft with, but I guess if you're putting it into a machine, it's not that bad. Ooh, if I compare it with like a rocket, it should probably be way more than that. I'm distracted. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to grab. I need the red belts. Okay, that's running better. I have more iron making its way. This is still slightly under. This is definitely not right. need to craft this in my hand, which means I need iron gears, iron. I'm not doing this in the best way I can. Oh, this is not needed anymore. I should get rid of that soon. These craft so slowly. Because yeah, the logistics of 10,000 solar panels just seems like it'd be annoying. But I guess if it was being fed into a launch device, it probably wouldn't actually be that bad. This will hinder my steel production a bit. This is bad. That is presently silly. Ooh, that's getting low. I need to make sure that's going fine. Yeah. I guess as mostly... I think I was sort of thinking about it as if you had to, manually craft it. Like, oh, that would be awful to manually craft. It would just be so many items that you would need. But you wouldn't manually craft a Dyson sphere. It probably could be, and that would make a lot of sense why it's so weird. Oh shoot, I forgot that this was here with splitters. I'll fix this later, hopefully. Currently it's not too big of an issue, but... Oh, this upper one's way jitterier than I would have thought. I thought I got... Is that jittering all the way from the one that you mentioned on the left? Because it must be. Yeah, that one right there. Thanks for the catch. That makes a lot more sense. It's still jittery though. Because of this? No, that wouldn't make it jitter, it would just make it slow down. It must be the splitter that makes it jittery? Oh no, it's just the merging of the two that makes it so jittery, I guess. Okay, that's looking good. This is not, but that's fine for now. Yeah, I'm feeding too much off of this one line. Okay. I need to get another line of iron, probably. Or change how I'm distributing it. No, not changing how I distribute it will not help. I need another just iron production. Okay, so it is the slowing down, but in a... Not because it's full, but because it is stuck. Okay, this is fine. I guess I need to set up another actually dedicated iron setup, or this is... No, but it should all go left if this was full, so that shouldn't be the issue. I just need another bunch of iron. This is my steel furnaces for here. I could be doing something wrong. It could just be catching up. It could just be behind because there was a backlog of stuff that was being consumed. This is building up a backlog. That doesn't look right. I'm out of iron here because I'm not getting iron here. I'm not getting iron there because I prioritized the right. I really shouldn't prioritize the right side. I got distracted. I wanted to productivity that I had in my inventory already. I wanted to productivity the turbines because that's probably worth it in this scenario where I'm undersupplying the materials. Oh, but I can't because it's an intermediary product. It can only be used on intermediate products. I thought you could use it on this type of thing. I guess not. What am I using it on that felt similar? Oh, okay, so buildings are the issue as opposed to... Because it felt like intermediate product versus... I get like a building, I guess, is an intermediate? Or no, a building is a final product. And even though you don't technically craft anything with science, the science is being used for something else. Which is fine. Iron. What do you... Sure, do the other one, whatever. Oh, the other two. Well, this will work in the background while I do other stuff. Okay, wait, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50... So yeah. This is 100 per line. They produce 5.82 megawatts. Which would be 58.2... I'm going to severely round down to 50. 50 per stack. 500 per line, which means that I probably want a full chest of these. With the extremely rounded down, so I probably should just let the chest fill up. No, once I take it out of the chest, I should stop the crafting. But letting it fill the chest up once will be not too much. I can't really scale that up, it's not really needed. Yes, this is going, this is fine. That's making progress. While that makes progress, I need... Not my least favorite, but I don't love processing units. They're easy to make, actually. Just, they're expensive. It's a lot of electronic circuits. Should scale this up more. Set up another set of this is probably a good idea. Yeah, I guess I could... I could try to make like a... I could try to make a separate dedicated like set of these, but that feels a little silly at this stage. Where it's better to just scale this to their limit before making an entirely separate set of producers. Okay, so I should be fine to like... If I double it, I should be fine. Wait, no, I wanted to copy to here. Not to there. One lower? One lower. Yeah. Though, I think... leave this here for a second. Just let it sit. I probably don't need to double this. I just... these seem to be fine. Though these ones are slow because... well, it's actually kind of pointless to double it. It's a good thing that I looked for a second. My right side is bad. Yeah, I really shouldn't. I don't think it'd be a bad idea to increase it, but... I should just think. The issue is copper. And that's... do I still have a regular splitter for the copper? That transition doesn't look right. That's the exact issue. These are still unupgraded for some reason. I missed them when I was making a pass at that. I think that will help a lot. Yeah, I could... I have a lot of space to expand my copper. Ooh, that's silly. Not necessary, but it is silly that I just don't have this placed. Ooh, I need to go deal with my coal. Yeah, so my current copper thing is now a lot better. This is also a sink. I've probably gone through way more than I should for that. It's a lot of red circuits. I don't regret that. I will use them. But that's a lot of red circuits. Yeah. But like, it's probably bad, but it hasn't caused any issues yet. I don't really need to scale this much. I can do blue circuits below here. Probably down here. Oh, you know what? I have big electric poles. This makes it a lot neater. Yeah, it's sort of... like, I think the... setting it up and then forgetting about it, as long as it doesn't... it hasn't posed an issue, so it's kind of a good thing. Those resources will get used up real quick, though. I shouldn't be carrying steam turbines on me, but I should focus. I need liquid and 2 items to go in. It's a 10-second craft time. I need to get 22 items in. Probably could get away with long inserters. Don't really need to. I'd never enjoy these weird recipes, though. That have the liquid in assembling machines. I think what I'll do is that. I should have given myself more space, but that probably... it probably works. It feels kind of bad. Oh, like, working with them that way? I assume. But if I... Yeah, I was thinking about how to place it, and if you place it, that way, it'll look good too, I think. Like, I don't know if it's... It might be better, might be worse, I don't know, but it certainly looks better. Put it there for now. Yeah. Might do that, I might... Oops. I could do... I don't think this will look better, but it might be more practical. Exo legs are nice. Military 4 doesn't get me anything that I want. Uranium mining is important and probably should go before exo legs. A lot of this is probably important, but I'll do power armor. Yeah, it's gonna work well. If I run this up, actually my sulfur is pretty low. I could run the sulfur across near here. Yeah, I could run it at the bottom. I can run the sulfur along the bottom. That feels less intrusive for now. Bot upgrades. I did forget about looking for... I didn't look super thoroughly at bot upgrades because I'd forgotten. Where... Okay, because they aren't highlighted. This one, worker, robot. So that's very good. Worker robot capacity +1 from +0 to +1. That's not a normal thing, is it? That seems way... like, that doubles their effectiveness. I wonder where the second bot upgrade is. It's currently not obvious. I'll find it eventually. Okay, just it's forgotten about because it's such a early max. These fill quickly. I should use those to fill for now. Probably not necessary. I need to steal some iron. Type speed. I think that Okay, it looks like it is first thing... Oh, wow. First thing space science pack. Which will be huge. Very big. 45% more speed. Okay, so I run about here. I guess I should do the loop. Well, no, I shouldn't. Necessarily, because it is a lot of stuff per circuit. Unlike for these other ones. That's so much move speed. All that move speed and nothing to do yet. Oh. Didn't really leave myself space for these, for this to get down here. I can spaghetti it by looping it around there. One direction. I can make this work. I have reds and yellows to work with, which provides options. Yeah. Until I can make better use of bots. Okay, so I should probably, based on this, I should be upgrading these. Splitters are expensive. Bots powered by coal. Oh, I really don't want to go and improve my steam power, because my current steam power is not enough, but it feels like it's so close. But it's probably for the best to just do a little bit more. How much power do these produce? Nope, not nearly enough. Okay. Yeah, not nearly enough, but I could do some temporary no, I was committed to not using solar power. I'll just let this suffer for a minute while I set this up, and then I'll make a decision. $20 megawatts constantly for all your bots and stuff. That is a hefty drain. Why is this not balanced? Is it because these always choose to grab from the front? No. It's because this one here isn't, which is causing a knock-on effect. This one here isn't because this line isn't. I guess it's just a cumulative effect. All these things are grabbing from the near side of their belt because they're almost all on the same side. So it's cumulatively, one side is full, the other side is near empty. Yeah, if I just keep avoiding space, I was gonna call space, but ooh, that's bad. Why is this? Oh yeah, because my coal's bad, okay. Why is my coal so bad? I'm wondering if I'm low on power, not because this... Oh, yep, fair enough. I thought my power was... I thought it was surprising that my power was insufficient. That makes sense. I bet my drills have worn out. Yup. Bet there's nothing to mine here. I don't really have a solution to this. I have a coal patch there that will work for now. Yeah, the visually disturbing thing is kind of... I wish I just didn't do that. Let's just... Got a big enough coal patch to save my stuff until nuclear. I just have to make it work. And this is with using the more efficient fuel for power. Still using inefficient fuel for the biggest drain of coal, so it doesn't... Ooh, what's my... Oh, my iron's probably going slow because I don't have power. Yeah, but if I was using the more efficient fuel here, it would have lasted... I mean, it would have lasted 10% longer. Let's run reds. It should be fine. Yeah, I think nuclear's kind of second place for me. First place is probably... Oh, I was gonna say first place is the meteor defense, but I might not be able to run the meteor defense if I don't have power. Yeah. Okay, 2 million coal there. I really like being able to know where that pollution is, but... I have a coal patch, 3.8 million there. I can get that later. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, once I have nuclear stuff, I can consider looking into core mining, probably. Do I have... Good. Once I have excess nuclear, it seems worth learning about. Mining. Just start mining at the bottom here. Okay, that should be more than enough. I'll have to fix the poles, but I'll let it craft or place while I'm here and look at the meteor. The meteor defense that I want costs 20 megawatts while recharging. And if I have maybe... I want at least 5 of them, I think. 1 day countdown. I probably want between 5 and 10. Because I think I regularly see like 4 meteors hitting. So 5 would be like on rate of, you know, meteors. It would be about right. Yeah, because it's just sort of power accumulation. and spikes of power draw. I should have a second personal roboport. I don't really have much of a reason to only have one. Well, I do. Power. But, yeah, power's not as much of an issue as I thought it was. So I should definitely have a second. It's not even that expensive at this stage. And it will save a lot of time. Put that in for reason. Yeah. I just like not breaking stuff. So I think I would want... Honestly, I'm leaning towards like 10 just for the reality that 80% chance is not 100%. And I would much rather overshoot than undershoot. Even if that's kind of inefficient. Even if stuff can just be rebuilt. It's like how I think to some degree in D&D, like I've heard the most efficient healing is like yo-yo healing, which I interpreted as being it's most efficient to let your party go down before you heal, as long as you're not gonna get one shot and insta-death from going half under your max HP type issues. Because it just sort of, it's a more effective distribution of HP. Because there is no dying condition. So you're not punished for going, well, you are punished for going down in action economy, but I think I run the rest red. Just merge that and run 2 red belts. Across and down? Across and down should be good. Let's see. It's one of those things where it's like it would never really feel like it's enough. But I'd probably want like 95 or higher % chance of destroying the meteor. So I want to feed my coal in here. Which is a bad idea because I can't really do that. So I'm going to feed the coal down and over. Which means I need to feed it down from here. You know, this remote placement's quite handy. Or the remote radar. Much simpler than actually having radar. where it's needed. I really want to do that, but I shouldn't. I'll deal with that when I get there. Okay. I mean, yeah, the math is not rising. I thought I'd seen 4, but I probably just tricked myself into thinking I'd seen 4. Admittedly, I did just get 2 sets of 2 within a fairly short span. And I mean, it's all large numbers. Eventually, over enough time, I will just get unlucky. Even with effectively 100% chance, it is not 100%. Until there is something that is 100%, which might never exist. I'm out of underground, so that's fine. Oh, this is going at full speed. Full speed is really slow, but it is going at full speed. I really don't have inventory space. Yeah, it should be pretty manageable. I mean, 10 is a nice number as well. I guess I'll aim for 10, but like not right away. I'll aim for like 5? Yeah, 5 for 94. As a first target is probably better. I produce these over to the left. My belts. Yeah, like it's just the nature of the beast. It will eventually hit you, and 1 in 20 will hit your base. 1 in 25 will hit the planet at all. It's 600? 1 in 600 meteor strike scenarios will hit your base at a 96% chance. That's pretty safe. And that's actually 2 in quick succession for the 96. I got distracted. I'm driving coal down here. I'm surprised my base hasn't actually fully shut down though. I guess it does manage it properly. Yeah, just across the top to here. Yes. And clearly I'm missing some link somewhere. This is gonna be silly. I just don't want to figure out what to do right now. That's a bottleneck, but that's fine. I just need the coal to get here. Yeah, I mean, it should be fine. And then even beyond that, the obvious, you can repair it. Okay. My base will be up and running again soon at full power. Ooh, it has continuously gone down. Over the last... That's kind of a nice graph. And then the moment I put down 4 nuclear reactors, it'll all be over, but... Uranium mining. I can start that. Don't get sidetracked. I need to focus on the more important stuff. I need to get the processing units going. I just want to see my power flowing properly. Excellent. Should I get a warning set up? Yes. It did not. I only just recently fixed that. The priority does prioritize the power now. It didn't before, it should have. But that is fixed. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. Out of steel furnaces, out of steel. That's to be expected. I don't have any iron, so I'm out of steel. Okay, these are all running on tiny amount of power, but it will fix itself. Oh, I don't think I've stolen concrete in a while, so I should be good for a little bit. I hope. I was about to place a bunch more concrete down on the ground though, so it's good that I'm not. Okay, processing units. Yeah, the copper will fix itself over time. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna route stuff. Can I do the worst thing I can imagine? Can I do this to run this? I can. I think it's horrible, but it looks funny to me, so I want to do it. Split this. Priority right. Yeah, I should probably think about that sort of implementing a system for that instead of once it's a problem, only learning then. That's where I want to be? Yes. This really doesn't need to be higher tier stuff, but I just feel like I should. Yeah, I think I think there's circuits that I want to set up for power or for the nuclear reactor. I kind of want to do this. Like, it's horrible. But I kind of want to do some, like, messy setup. It just feels right. It's a terrible idea. I know that for a fact. And I will regret it in about an hour, maybe? Maybe even less? I decided I wanted these to be blue just because blues are not exactly expensive, so I might as well use them. It's probably the best layout for power and everything. Because it's forcibly wide enough that it can't... Like, I can't do vertical coverage that becomes... Yeah, because this can only cover... Yeah, it's great. I'm very happy. Okay, very, very slow. Very, very bad. My usual bad solution. Let's move that back up there. That looks better. Yeah. I'll be nice. I will limit it a bit. And... it'll be fine. It'll be... I'll regret it. But... I need... Oh, actually, I should just do the math. It's not even math. Well, it is math. It's like times 5 or 6. I need 600. These stack to 100, so I need 5 stacks for 5. 6 stacks to 6, so I should collect that many. Batteries are collecting somewhere, probably. Copper cable. I don't have a sink of copper cables. I have steel plates. I don't have glass, but I do have a lot of glass already collected from before I set it up properly. Okay, the iron is doing okay. I need to fix that. Wait, how's that going? It's so good to see. And once I can get Spidertrons to just roam and clear this for me, I can wipe out like all but individual islands of biters. Like I can leave like that alive and then just forget about them. Oh yeah, okay, I haven't researched them because I still have to mine. I'll have to do the mining next. I think they were not horrible. Yeah, I guess I should add 1,000 to the processing units. Everything else will be okay. I don't have a chest for copper plates though, so I should start amassing that. I don't think this is going to be very quick. I can't do this, can I? Oh, I can. I think that's probably worth it. Okay, so this is currently slow because of copper. Copper is currently slow because it's slow. Because I don't have enough ore. Why do I not have enough ore? Probably because I'm not filling up a single belt properly. Ah. Pretty simple issue. Everything is bottlenecked because I didn't upgrade. That's the big... These splitters are what I need to upgrade the most. None of this really needs to be upgraded because it's all merging, but... yeah. Blue circuits are weird. Like... they're... super important. And like, they're... they're expensive in a bulk sense compared to some other similar elements. Like, I don't know why they're weird, but they just have various things that make them odd. Okay, where was my huge amount of gears? Okay, so the worker robots will be a lot better now. I need to get uranium going so that I can do this research. This is important, so I can let research go into that. Yeah, wait, I have gears up here to steal. It's like big engines are most efficiently made. You export a lot of big engines to space, or you export from space? I'm assuming big electric. Oh, these ones? The lubricant-based motors or the multi-cylinder engines? Oh, so you use a lot of one of these two. So the big, well, because these big electric motor, unless there's a different thing called a big engine. There's the big electric motor and then the multi-cylinder engine. I got distracted. I'm here to craft these. Okay, so the big electric motor. Yeah, that's a really gross export. Like, that's really gross to have to produce a lot of. I'm sidetracked. Why are they doing these like quick successive launches recently? I don't need that many of these splitters. They really like launching these in quick succession. Okay, this is backlogged. That's good. I'm going to my copper. Ah, yes, my train. Is my train still running? Yes, it's just I don't have enough production to make it fill quickly. Yeah, like, no pseudo-randomness at all. Just sort of, hey, you're lucky, you're unlucky. Live with it. I think this is a scenario where I do need to... Oh no, it's moving left, so it is working its way through the system. It's just taking a while, okay. Well, that copper's gonna run out far faster than I was hoping. I'm gonna have to solve that. Oh, so you have to... Like, places for trains to sit when they're not needed. You need to add those. Which, like, maintaining the correct number of trains wouldn't be crazy, right? Like, just every time you add a new... I mean, it's less flexible if you have to manage them. So it kind of defeats the purpose if you have to always have the precise number. I should go build this. Just let it get built. Oh wait, do they build it twice as fast? Despite being able to carry twice as much, I guess they can't really place down twice as much. Yeah, like... it didn't work with rapid expansion. That's not a good sign. I guess I need more incoming oil. Or more speed upgrades in my oil, but I don't think that would be enough. I really wish I had a better... This initial oil was really bad. I wish if I'd had something with 1,000 yield, it would have been... I would have been able to kick the problem further down the road. But it became an issue very quickly. I guess the math... Speed upgrades are 20%. Each. That is actually much more of a sizable improvement. Is that train gonna move anytime soon? No. I can probably just manually train myself over there. I am not carrying any fuel. Time for the rocket train. See, if it nerfs it, that makes sense. Intentionally making it a little more difficult would not be surprising. I don't think so. 'Cause I don't think I have launched... I think I've only launched 2 satellites. And I'm assuming I need to launch more to see more planets. Yeah. I should probably be launching more to get the science as well. Ooh. If it's a planet, kind of like Fulgora, but... Actually, no, Fulgora... The oceans are oil, aren't they? Maybe I'm misremembering and I'm just attributing a concept. But oceans of oil would be fun. I don't know if oceans of oil would make sense. At least with the context of how oil is extant on Earth. Yes. But yeah, it was heavy oil, not normal, friendly oil. A little left here. Actually, I kind of want to check. Oh, my braking is really bad. I need more braking power upgrades. Ooh, that's not good enough. That should be enough there. That should be more than enough. Okay. And I can go... Oh my goodness, I'm getting used to not going default speed with the concrete in my base. So every time I run on empty sand, it just slows right down. I'm here to check how many turbines I have. I hope I have at least 1 line. Yes, I've almost completely 3 lines. That will be good. that will be ready in time for nuclear reactor. So next I want to get uranium. Probably, I think it's too close to justify, in my mind, doing a sulfuric acid line with a train line. The power armor is actually important. Big electric motors, my nemesis. Yeah, the power armor means I actually have enough space. Yeah, from 5x5 to 6x8. It gives me so much more space. Yes, running down here. I hope I have enough already. I do indeed have enough. How convenient. And I just need the 40 processing units, which I should have already. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if let's hope it doesn't delete all the stuff in the armor. If it does, I will have learned a lesson. Yeah. Okay, being able to store all the excess stuff. Life support. Wait, what's this thruster suit? Is it... Okay, it's his own deal. Okay, it did... It didn't delete it. Okay, it just removed it. Why am I carrying 2 radars? Probably for satellite. Okay, so this will collect for a while. Why does an exoskeleton need 30 big motors? That's so many. Okay, how many more personal batteries? 3? Yeah, sure. 1 of these, 3 of those. So you start routing stuff. Yeah. Very important. Oh yeah, petroleum's the way. Sulfuric acid's not going to be good either. Oil. I guess I need to fix the oil issue. These tabs never make any sense to me. Okay, navigational satellite. I need rocket fuel and glass, and then I need to make 2 more. That will unlock me new locations. Glass. There, that saves some inventory space. Yeah. It's probably overkill. I just I don't want downtime. I probably could get rid of 2 easily and put a personal roboport there. Yeah. That'll be good. I could make this symmetrical. And then I'll put a roboport there. To wait for it to launch. The symmetry is going to be so good. It's going to make me happy, and that's what's important. Where's my silly battery spot? Right here. 2 legs, 2 roboports. Yeah, like, I don't really know the correct amount of batteries. I guess I could just do basic math. This has a max draw of 2 megawatts. This has 20 megajoules. Nights don't last all that long. Oh, that was close. That was very close. Also, where's my... yeah. Did the... Oh, wait, is it in space? Ishu. Did my thing I just launched go here? Oh, no, it just took longer than I thought. Okay. And it landed in a weird spot. Never mind. I didn't think it would land there. Okay, second launch, looking at Eshu, crude oil. 709% frequency on crude oil. Cool seas, thicket, humid, earthy, canyons. Calidus, asteroid belt 1. Beryl, water ice, methane ice, stone, uranium, copper, and iron. Kinda cool. Robot interference, radiation. Threat. Delta V. V's often velocity, so that difference in velocity from Novus? Or is that a unit of distance? Yeah, I was kind of thinking about the full search if they let me do that. Waiting until Novus did that. Ooh, that's a weird initial impression. It's fairly normal on a general level. Much better oil, obviously, because I looked at the numbers, but... Okay, so it's just sort of accounting for that type of stuff. Ooh, that's kind of neat looking. If I zoom out, yeah, okay. That is pretty silly looking, all this oil. 3,896. Barrel. Does this just have better... Yeah, okay. All this stuff is like 100% frequency, 100% size, 100% richness, where these are 293, 300, 256. In terms of frequency, iron ore has a higher frequency. It has bad size and richness, so it's worse, but basically everything is better on this other planet. Interesting. Ooh. That's pretty cool looking. A spaceship docked at an asteroid belt. Cool. Yeah, like that one is pretty bad on iron. This buffer chest is full of a lot of stuff, including one of the Tesla guns? I think that's a Tesla gun. A bunch of science, which is kind of silly. Oh no, that's the entire logistical storage system, not that chest. That's pretty cool. Laser turrets. A holmium accumulator. You're planning the specifics of your visiting this? That's cool. I have to claim this so it stops beeping at me. That looks like a fun time. Like, actually exploring space in space exploration looks like it's probably pretty fun. Though it is kind of... How fun it is will be dependent on how much you actually get to do. Ooh, that's not great looking. Am I undersupplying that? Or is it just slow to catch up? Oh, I'm low on telemetry. Perfect timing. Yeah, you have a lot more to do. Like, there's... Planets will have... It looks like planets will have specialties, but not necessarily to the same degree as Space Age. Like, Space Age was, you make something here, you ship it where you need it. You can't really make it anywhere else, so there's not a huge struggle. This has delivery cannons and a lot of crazy stuff to work with. You have to worry about reusing rockets and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let this go, but I need to get the uranium started because I need to research reactors. Okay, so my sulfuric acid is here. I guess I'll run it up. Run it up here? Yeah, that's not too bad. I run it a little further to the right. It'll be a little awkward, but it'll be out of the way. Need more pipes. So, like, what do you mean by cargo rocket section? Like a planet that by itself is producing the cargo rocket sections to then ship to where they're used? As opposed to trying to have to cobble them together using multiple planets? That umbrella is not that expensive. Oh goodness, I don't know where my pipes are stored. I think they're up here. Yes. That's hopefully enough. Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's I was even like, oh, it consumes stuff. Yeah, the consumable nature does change so much. Okay, I have to look at the map before I cross train tracks. I even grew up near train tracks, and I should be more careful around them, but it is a video game, so... Fuel's simple. Can you do fuel with... Like, they run on... fuel for, like, movement. Okay. I need to run power here, but... I need more big electric, probably. You have to produce fuel, but the electricity is its own deal. Yeah, so it's... oil. Which sounds... kind of seems fun. You know, there's a weird sense of, like, having a dedicated planet for refueling, which is not really that different from a lot of stuff in space exploration, except space exploration was all about making, like, self-sufficient rockets that fueled themselves as they flew into infinity. I kind of like not having that. Like, as convenient as a self-fueling ship is, it's not interesting. It's very restricted. Okay, so this is going to sit on signal transmission. Sending and receiving of circuit signals with no limitations on distance. I really wonder how that will come into play. Which might get old, but it's kind of, it feels like it'd be really nice. Like, to a degree, like, most of your big, efficient crafting done in space, launch it where you need it, means you don't have to worry as much about terrain. Well, yeah, I wonder if I could use that signal stuff to not have to run wires across. Like, if I had something here and here, using that signal tech for that, whether it be worth it or not, is kind of interesting to me. Because if it was worth it, that's less annoying. Okay, for now I leave these because I didn't craft the other things, but I do need more robots. Okay, I need to automate. I really need to get this automated. I've been putting it off for too long. My manual big electric motors are probably not going to work. I used up all my drills. I need to figure out how I'm going to lay this out as well. You can use radars for circuits without leaving the planet. That's great to know. Is that normal and I just never read it properly? I'm assuming radars like this, not some other category. Okay, why is this not enough? I was pretty sure it was enough for a long time. But I just don't have enough fuel anymore. Maybe it's taking a while to catch up from like an energy debt? And just eventually it will be fine? I was pretty sure it had no issue. No more research. I'm gonna let it sit. Oh. Which is an interesting difference. That should be fine now. Yeah, it's sort of... Which, if it's a buffer issue, then this will solve it, because more things on the belt. Because the belts are not fully occupied, so it will flow more effectively. I should get rid of those. Those are silly. Sidetracked again. I need drills to get... I need to figure out how I want to lay out. Because I think through all of Space Age, I think I only had, like, the jankiest of uranium mining. I didn't optimize it from the initial build. I think the only improvement that was ever made was big drills. But I never figured out how to lay this out, because it was good enough the whole time. So I should probably plan a little bit. Ooh. Having to send a specific amount, like the correct amount of space science sounds very particular. Like, I think I enjoyed having to do stuff with signals in Space Age, so I'm glad. It'll probably be a struggle at first, figuring everything out, but with enough time, it should be a good time. Okay. Oh, wait. No, it's a non-issue because they feed between each other. That was what it was. It wasn't that it was inefficient, it's that my first build for mining uranium didn't account for the fact that they feed each other, which makes it easy. That's what it was. Oh, it'll be... Oh, any more of these? It'll certainly be a time getting rockets and stuff going. I'll have to figure out how they work. I assume they work, like, they launch with a target and you can't, like, adjust as they're flying and stuff. This is so slow. This will feed here. I guess I'll just do this. This will be a lot of uranium that I don't need yet. So that should flow through it. Yes, perfect. It works. Now we just need electricity. I'm still not going to fix this blueprint because that can wait. I do not have power running here, so none of this will work right now. That should be fine. Yes, because I was reading in the, in-game documentation a little bit, and it mentions, like, a full rocket is most efficient but you can fly more cheaply if you don't go full, so there are benefits to that as well. This is not efficient. I just don't want to craft more big power poles right now. I can fix this later. Boom. This will mine the necessary uranium. Then I can start the research. Oh, I do still need the heat exchangers. Those are cheap. I probably shouldn't manually craft those. I shouldn't manually craft heat pipes. And I should start stockpiling. Oh yeah, I haven't actually paid too much attention. I can't control it until I actually go here, right? Oh, I can. I can set stuff to break. If I do right click here, it will not break it though, because it doesn't have bots up there. Yes, it is missing construction bots. I'll have to actually... We'll have to figure out... Oh. That's a problem. That's fine. That's bad, but... It's fine. I should have just done that better, but... They replace it good. Yes, this one biter is super angry, and I probably could have just ran over there with a gun. Because I'm gonna hop out and use a gun anyway. This biter is acting like I killed their family. Oh, okay, this thing. Oh, that guy died real quick. Where'd he come from? Should be on the border, probably. This is where the actual value of actual radar comes in. Where did he come from? If he attacked here, he couldn't have come from here, could he? He must have. Because I don't think he could have come from anywhere else. I'm surprised that he attacked the left side if he came from over there. I guess the pathing. He would path around here and then that would be the first thing he saw. Ooh, I should get a robo-grid for my tank so that I can remotely pilot it and still let it repair. Oh. Okay. I need more ammo. Tank rounds are here. I need explosives. I'll deal with that in a bit. It should be enough to take out that, maybe that. Especially if I just ram into stuff to preserve ammo. A fifth of the way to researching nuclear power. It will take 15 more minutes. as long as nothing breaks. I just need to get... Oops, why did I try that? I just need to get the next thing set up. I need to decide where the nuclear reactor will go. Destroy 10 spawners by impact. Okay, repair please. This one I will shoot most of, and then I'm... Oh wow, what? Did a bunch of stuff spread? I thought this was cleared to that intersection, but I guess not. Or I got really unlucky. But I guess it wasn't cleared. I guess I just saw that that's where I could block off, but I never did. Oh yeah, the one shots are a little less consistent. Well, 2 shots. Double 1 shots? I think it blocked more easily now. As these HPs scale. Good. I need 10 more robots. Oh, I'm sitting on goo. I don't think I clicked that. This is a meteor. And because the meteor did that, it decided automatically to clear it? Kind of interesting. Okay, that should be fine. I'll just do a quick check. That should be fine. That is a problem. I need to deal with that, which means I need more ammo. Yep. I don't have turrets set up. I probably should, but... Laser turrets would be pretty easy to get set up on the periphery. They really hate those railway tracks for some reason. They're really angry at them. Hey, the scan's complete. That's just such a good sight. Okay. If I go to here and maybe make a bad choice and try to scan that. I'll be able to see a lot more. I could scan it for a bit and then stop it before it does the full scan. Flamethrower turrets. Those are fun. Hey, 300. Yeah. Well, this world is round, but it is also kind of flat. Maybe. It'd be fun if there was some in-world mechanic that, like, there's some shadow-based proof that the world is round. I don't know if it's shadows or just light. Slow enough's not a big sink. I got distracted. I was here for explosives. Yeah. The perfect compromise. The world is just a big disc. Okay, where's my steel? My steel's up top. Not enough plastic, that's fine. I want to make a warehouse that needs a bunch of concrete. Probably fine. That will be my uranium stockpile. Uranium stockpile is very... I don't know, as I was saying it felt too real. Not that this is a uranium, like, weaponized stockpile yet. Oh wait, where's uranium rounds? Oh, those are far. Okay. I should cue my next research. Portable RTG, radioisotope thermoelectric generator. 250 kilowatts. That's probably pretty valuable. What is... These are... It's 120. This is twice as efficient as solar panels. And they don't shut off in the night. Those are pretty good. Armor that uses energy to self-repair. Same as energy shields with lower power, but much slower regen. Yeah. It seems... It's expensive, but it's not... It seems well balanced in my mind. Like, it's probably worth using despite being worse. Oh, I did the math wrong? Yes, I did 2x2, not 4x4. Which means it's maybe not worth using right now when I already have a ton of excess batteries. Yeah, I was thinking 4x4, 16. So they're not outright better for the space. Yeah, I'll stick with these for now, because I already have excess batteries. Yeah. It'll probably be... Well, I don't know. There's an upgrade to it eventually. That's pretty far away. That fission is distant. I still think I should research it. It'll be good to have. And it might be important for the thruster suit. Because I imagine having any potential downtime on a thruster suit keeping you alive in space might be a bad idea. But it has worse armor value, right? 30, 60, 60, 30. Yes, it does have worse pure armor value. It is comparable utility, though? This thruster suit is 8x8. Power armor is only 6x8. Yeah, so like it... Them being fuel-based is kind of interesting. The power for the life support is probably something where if the RTG can power it, you probably never want it to drop. I'm distracting myself again. I was going to wipe out some biters, I remember now. Which in itself was distracting me from my uranium. I'm close though. I have enough for one reactor, I think. And if not, I'm close. Yeah, like RGGs seem appropriate for those. I'm just gonna burn this ammo. It's kind of convenient, but I don't really need that. I don't really need that mod. It doesn't do anything particularly interesting. I just made it because it existed, and I clicked it because they suggested it. It's not really that beneficial. Turn this off. Oh yeah, the gross water, that is my fault. Do I want to do a perimeter? I should probably just do as much as I can with what I'm crafting, instead of continuing to get harassed for a little bit. The north is fine, the northeast is fine, the entire east is fine. It's basically just this west that I need to worry about. Yeah, I saw the jetpack stuff seems... It depends. Does it have its own... Does it have its own, like, fuel space that you can... Oh, that you fill up? Like, does it have, like, a slot somewhere that you just place rocket fuel in, or do you have to carry it in your inventory? Which, I say carry it in the inventory as if that would be bad. I carry so much random garbage in my inventory. These big? They're still mediums. I have 7 grenades. I need more. Okay. Which, it's good and bad. I kind of wish... Like, it's the type of thing where it being a dedicated, like, slot would be nice. Because you'd also... It would be easier to check. Like, oh, look in the corner. I'm low on fuel. This would be easier to manage. I feel like before I leave for space, I probably... Or before I leave for any amount of time where I can't... Well, no, I was going to say before I leave any amount of time before I can deal with stuff, I can remote control a tank if necessary. So as long as I... Before I cargo rocket, as long as I set up the tank to refuel and to be able to refuel, I should be fine. I was going to try to push all the way to, like, here, being biter free. But I'd rather delay until I have, like, a Spidertron to make that less painful. Oh, wrong button. Not that it's that bad with the tank. I just spider... Oh, wait, no. I don't need to Spidertron. I just need to personal laser defense a tank to make it less painful. It'll never be as good as a Spidertron, but... Oh, that's bad. I wonder if anyone would make an underwater. Like, just a mod where you live underwater. Where you can travel underwater. Wrong button. I don't think it'd be as interesting as space. There could be some interesting constraints by having to work underneath the water. I guess that it is pretty early compared. Like, it's one of those things where I dismiss it fairly quickly. When I started, I dismissed it. Oh, it's so far, it's not relevant. But it's not that much more research, just the space science, and then at that point, it will be annoying because multi-cylinders are awful, but... Oh, you don't need the multi-cylinder for the normal artillery. Those are pretty cheap. And the ammo is pretty expensive, but not that bad. Yeah, is that viable? I'm bad at aiming. Can maybe do it while I move. With only a slight... It is water. Excellent. And it was updated a month ago. Which means that it is 2.0. Interesting. It's a cool, underwater bubbles and, yeah. That sounds kind of fun. I don't think I personally am able to even think about playing Space Age again anytime soon. I'd probably have to wait another year before I'd even play it, but that... Oh, an underwater planet as part of Space Age. How'd they not do that? How'd they not have an underwater planet? They had the fire planet. They had the slime gross planet. No water planet. Though the ice planet was sort of a water planet. Just frozen. Okay, what is my sticking point here? A little bit of copper. Does it? No, that should keep up. Oh. That's a pretty good reason that's not keeping up. No idea why those were turned 90 degrees. I must have hit R accidentally. I think I actually do need to scale this up. Okay. Copy that. And figure out how I need to place this. Actually, I should copy the entire middle. Place it there. This should work. Yeah. Like, yeah, the copper's a problem here. Oh, and because I fixed this, I now have even... I don't have enough copper on this side even. But I think getting this placed is still worthwhile. Yeah, I keep forgetting to look on this side. I only look here, and I assume, oh, everything's fine. But the reason the right side is not okay is because I still have this splitter, and it's not prioritized. Which is why they're not equal. Oh, it stopped producing, that's why it was different, okay. Is this just raw copper input issues still? Well, output, input, both. Yes, it is just I don't have enough ore. I thought I dealt with that. That's a problem. I need to set up... Yeah, definitely need to set up a train for copper. Probably just run one there. I thought the ore was just poorly distributed, but I guess it just isn't enough. Yeah, it just isn't enough anymore. I can leave that. That's silly. But nuclear reactor. I need to collect copper plates. Yes. If I wasn't producing all that, it would be less of a problem. I guess that's important. I guess I need to up my copper, which means that I need more train building, but my train stuff is not set up yet. But I should still do it. Yeah. Though, I still definitely need to get more copper ore. But I should consider cooking the copper somewhere else? Like setting up a copper smelting over here to help with space long term? Maybe not over there. Maybe that's maybe that's a weird place to put it. Just because of how this intersection is built. But while I ponder, I should start stockpiling uranium to at least have it mining instead of sitting there doing nothing. Yeah. Yep. Well, not a very, I was thinking about not a very efficient train network. Just to get it done. You know, let's just do this. This will be good. I'm out of belts. That's fine. That's bigger than I thought it was. I thought I was building one a size lower than that, but it's really funny looking, so I regret nothing. I regret nothing. There. That's still way more than I need. That's really funny. That's incredibly funny to me. I'm not even going to process it yet. I just want it to be working. Yeah. Like I have an intersection. It's not... Like, this intersection is probably slightly limited in what it can do. But I think it works for a central hub location. Yeah, I just wanted them to be doing something instead of sitting there uselessly. Where is the... I guess the processing isn't done here. The processing is done in a different centrifuge. Actually, collecting it here is bad because I'm going to have to deal with it. How expensive are the centrifuges? Concrete and processing units. Oh, you just build big blocks. Okay, good. It did catch up eventually. I'm going to continue getting sidetracked. I'm going to go get the centrifuges. I should. Just go here, do that. Where's my garbage chest? Right here. I need to make a better garbage chest. Actually, I don't need that or that. Or those. Or those. I do need most of the rest. Okay, my centrifuge setup is gonna be janky. Yeah. Which I need to get these automated for sure at this point. Like, I think I can get by a little longer with my horrible manual setup, but not much longer. Like, I think I can get the centrifuges that I need right now. Here's the issue with my setup. I dump it all there, so I have no collected green circuits. So I guess I should just do what I was putting off and get them actually automated. Do I manually do? No. I don't have enough copper to make a separate line for green circuits. I should just ship them where I need them. I guess it's back to trains. I'll let the ore collect, which is still bad, but it's doing something. I should do the trains. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think it would eat it up that quickly, which was my mistake. Because it is 20 per circuit, so I really shouldn't be surprised that, you know, 300 circuits worth went very quickly. Okay. Grab these. Grab some yellow belt. You know, yeah, grab some yellow belt. No, grab red belts. Just use red belts from now on. I do need to improve my belt production. But just start using red belts instead of yellow belts. That was an odd number. Which means that I have a hanging red belt somewhere. Not ideal. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll gradually continue collecting some. I thought I was at 300 of these earlier. I haven't gotten a single green here. I'm not getting any blues because all my greens, this is controlled, so it's not feeding any greens in until this is backed up. And all my greens are being consumed by solar panels for some reason. And speed upgrades for science. Not even the red. The reds aren't even eating them up. Are they? I mean, this is the issue. I have a huge backlog. You know, I should just... Can you do circuits remotely? It doesn't look like I can. But I think I should be able to. I can stop the backlog of that. And then that will help a lot. Okay, this will read. And these will read the blue. There's too many items in this game. So it's on if these are less than like 50. 50 is probably too many. So these should turn off now. They did turn off. That's good. Yeah. I mean, I think I might use all that solar. It'll take a while, but I think it will be used. For like for ships and stuff. I think there's an okay chance. That's a lot of uranium ore that's going to need to be processed later. Nothing destroyed. I need to re-sidetrack myself. I should craft these. I have the resources. Why have I not crafted any? Yeah, so much solar. That's like the third in a row that happened one after another. Like, that's odd. It is just random chance, it's just how it works, but like they keep being, they're continuously clumped together. I'll have to automate that production, which could be done via robots. I don't even need to automate it. I just need to craft like a couple hundred one time and it will be enough for a while. So if I aim for 6 defenses, 600 of each would be a lot. that'd be enough for 100 meteors. It probably really needs to be automated, huh? I keep getting distracted, but this was my goal for today. So I should achieve this goal. Which will be a problem because my copper is about to run out. But I need, if I'm making 6, I need 600 copper cables. I have the batteries. I do not have enough for 6 from processing units. So maybe I make 2 for now to help. I shouldn't. It doesn't feel worth it for 2. 2 is 80% chance twice. It has 2 80% chances to block maximum 2 meteors. That just doesn't feel like it's good enough. That's even more of a question. I think each time they fire, it would be a problem until they got to full charge. They really don't include enough information on this tooltip. They have more, because it says how much they draw when recharging, but that's milliwatts, not the total, or megawatts. It's not the number of megajoules that they need to draw total. But they don't list the megajoule requirement. Unless I'm misremembering that it's... Yeah, like... That is... It would probably cripple my system for a while. I should be riding a train. I guess it runs on coal for a little bit because I'm not carrying any fuel. I'm thinking I should establish a like stop entry exit system that's better than this. This one's bad. Okay, I'm gonna go up past that. I will get a blueprint eventually of the base, the width that I'm running. Because consistent width is nice. I still need more construction bots. I have more space. I could do more, but I'm not. Oh, I messed up. I need to figure out how I want to make train stops. I think this loading on the bottom or the top is probably better than trying to load on the turn, because that would necessitate either widening. It's much easier to make a train fit with the weird corners, so I should design this without these in the way. These cliffs are terrible, and I don't have the resources where I can justify making elevated rails. Let's have to go back and craft more of these. But yeah, this will mine. It's not even great. My 1.3, it's not even super good. These rails will run close by. Probably that sort of turn there. I don't think there's any reason to pull these closer together. Beyond... that it might look better. I don't really love that. But it is more efficient, I think. I don't have to clear as much stuff. This loop will be at the stops, so this can be a train stop. I think I will work with 4 cars, just to be consistent with what I set up for the oil. I don't really need a bunch of slots. I just like that in case I change my mind. This is not going to be the right scale, but for the moment, I'm probably missing something, but I can fix it. It's probably not generic enough. Then I figure out how this will go. This is the track on. That's correct. I use this as scale. I probably want to that one's just not going to work for nice sizes. So I'll copy the basic intersection later. Chains. Oh yeah, I should control 3, shift 3. Yes. Okay, I think that's correct. Or do I put a chain there? I think this would crash if things timed poorly. I don't think this makes a difference in that. If a train enters both of these at the same time, or close enough, they don't have time to brake before they would collide. And the solution is elevated rails, but that's not efficient. And also, it's probably a low odds collision. But I could probably remedy that by just moving these further back to reduce the odds of that sort of collision happening without really dropping the efficiency. Yeah, that's probably safer. I should probably adjust my other one as well. I just... like, in the event of a train approaching from this side and a train coming down there, if they happen to approach at the same time, even with a chain signal here, it can't stop before it would collide, I think. Unless they can instant stop or they read... I guess, no, they do... Yeah, because this chain signal doesn't read what's here. So stuff is just poorly timed. Oh, they don't even crash. So it's unnecessary to be concerned about them crashing with each other in this sort of context. That's boring. I want to have to worry about that. I think this is worth it though, because once it's passed, it'll save the tiniest bit of time. You know, I should just do the blueprint and then adjust it to make the sizing better later. Turn off. I should make a blueprint book. Can I store more? In this than I thought. Trains. This seems clunky. This seems like a bad idea trying to use this. Why is it called in the station? Oh, yes, I know why. Okay, so they're always like ready to not crash and burn. It's like if something changes, then you're fine. Did I bring mining drills? I did. Do I have enough? Maybe. Oh, though I really should get more of these spaced out through here. Just plop them down occasionally. I think it's necessary. Okay. Well, it's a good way to promote collisions. Drive manually. I don't know if I've ever even tried interacting with the discharge defense. It just seems kind of odd. Probably spacing these too close together for what's actually necessary. And actually, if I... Yeah, that's a block that I should copy. I should set up a layout with those. Space these properly, copy it, including that and a roboport is what I should figure out. Yeah. I'm thinking they probably don't need to be too close, but maybe I'll regret it later. I kind of wonder how close you can realistically have them go. Like whether you could have these exactly a train length apart the whole way. Okay, this is where I was thinking about if I chain signal. No, because this crosses there potentially. I have to chain signal there and there to separate it? Which doesn't feel quite... I'm not going to do that here. This one's too messy. It's better to just leave it as is. I'm just thinking about... It's a meaningless... It's probably not relevant. I'm just like, if I have a train that's here, I don't want it blocking that. So like a chain, regular, I assume it should pull, if I'm understanding it correctly. I was thinking it would, I mean, if something got stuck here, which it shouldn't, nothing should get stuck there. Like if I mess up and leave a train sitting here because I'm driving it manually and break everything, this would still be going, which would then be an issue there, so it's kind of pointless. I just think if it functions like that in theory, it's nice. Can I manually do these guys? You can mine these? You can. Can I put them back? Nope, I can eat them and drain my HP. Why? Why? Okay, so I could just make it a regular and it'd be fine. No, I guess they're the same price. It's just whichever I have more of. My turbines are ready, but I am not. Why was centrifuge an issue? I don't think it was the centrifuge that was the issue. It was the actual reactor that was the issue. I came back to get drills and big power. Which I should get the big power first. Oh yeah, join makes sense because they read it. They read What's coming that way? Propane. How much of this? Iron sticks and copper cables. Oh, that's stone bricks. Whoopsies. They look very similar. Okay, well, that's a lot of stone bricks. That are not used much. Oh. That's pretty silly to spot that now. That was just completely unconnected to the entire... It was unnecessary, but it was just not connected at all. I need 4 train wagons. Which means a bunch of steel. Which I have a chest for. Bunch of iron. This still exists. It does nothing. I have cars, I have a tank. I have a lot of random garbage everywhere. It's kind of par for the course, but just so much random garbage. This is no longer... This is going here. This is being produced. I've gained 100 since I last checked. That is okay. I'm producing 0.2 per minute for the last 50 hours. That's not useful. For the last 10 minutes, I've been producing 5.9 per minute. That is not fast enough. Oh, I didn't expect that to be the issue. I should have, but I didn't. Because I'm unnaturally restricting that by having it go through a chest. Which is not a good way to do it. I should probably... do a splitter? That great timing for the save. Prioritizes the output on the right. $125. All belts. Set that to 100. Get rid of this. Using that type of belt is silly when I'm already restricted by that. I'm not going to collect any now, but that's not an unnecessary block. Yeah, stuff hasn't broken yet, which is good. It's gonna fall apart when it runs out of copper, but that is... Running out of copper is an easy problem to fix. I should probably just move this. Ooh, why are my reds empty? Those were producing just fine previously. It's all prioritized up. And this is being consumed by research? I should probably just limit that. Limit the amount on that belt. Because that's a lot of just unnecessary backlog. Can I control output priority? Yes. Interesting. So that output side. Left if red circuits are greater than equal to an initial number. So it is all going right. No, it's still splitting. But if I leave it like this and the right side gets too full, it will adjust. Okay, I use that to connect to there. You know, it doesn't really matter, but I think circuit controlling output and input. Ooh, circuit controlled input has some weird implications. You could do some weird stuff with that. Doing well. I want nuclear reactors. I'm going to ignore the copper problem for the moment, even though I just did a bunch of work on that. Because power is vital for planetary defense. And it needs a lot of copper. I just want the nuclear reactors first. Even if I can't do anything with them. I want the processing units for these. Nope, I just can't. Let's just ignore it. I keep not planning ahead. You know what? This is very stupid. Maybe one of the worst layouts, or became one of the worst in a while. Okay, that will produce at a good speed. Get the amount I need in the short term. Long term, that will be a problem. It's fine for now. Ooh, I don't like how that... The lighting flickers when they move. Not ideal. But let's get the reception area for copper. But should I set up a copper duplicate, create a copy, upgrade items. That's just everything to blue, default. One tier up. Burning tier 2. Because I understand theoretical value in cooking stuff elsewhere. Oh yeah, it may not be what you were getting. Just the nuclear power made me think I can start working with electric furnaces. So I shouldn't use... I don't think I can run electric furnaces right now. And it should wait till I have nuclear power. Oh no, my turbines, the thing has been full for a little bit. I'm completely full on turbines, which actually now that it's full, I should do that. So that when I grab them, I don't forget to do that. So turbines are not draining anything now. I could scale this up right now. Could also scale this up. I think it's good enough for now. I don't need to worry about that. This will fill up at an acceptable rate. The past minute, it has been making 25 a minute. That is pretty good. I mean, that's 10 minutes per reactor. Ooh, I just looked at the time. But before I stop, I think I will just feed my copper. I'm just gonna feed directly off of this with ore. And then eventually deliver cooked copper, but I'll wait till I have power to run an electric furnace array more safely. I think I'll do that. Not necessarily soon, but I want to start thinking about those once I have proper options. Like, why? Oh, because this is all connected at the far end, probably. Like, once the smelting stop isn't gonna need coal, I think it will be worth doing. But if it still needs me to supply coal, I don't think it's a good idea yet. Okay, so that will always split there, which means I don't need at the top as much, but it's probably still better. Out of those, this is probably not right, but I just want to get some stuff down for now. I can copy the interrupt on the new train, which will be easy. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be within 3-ish hours if I can do it. I'll have probably, I think, at least 20 hours left before I get lasered. Ooh, no. A little under 20 hours. Which is still good. This will be called copper drop, because I will reuse that name. Oh no, that'll always just be the endpoint for copper. That's the easiest. If it's a consistent endpoint for copper, I can use copper drop for ore for now and convert it to processed stuff later. Oh, that's not... Wow, that's actually fine to name it that. That's not what I wanted to do. Train limit of 1. So this will need that station to actually be functional. Wait, oh, yeah, because... cliff explosives. Explosives. Why do... Oh, I can't speak. Why do cliff explosives need grenades and explosives? I guess because you're throwing the explosive, and by attaching a grenade to it, you're able to throw it. I don't remember where my grenades are made. Over there. It's like that one bit from a cartoon that I didn't watch growing up. I think I knew people that thought it's like making a microphone with, or no, a speaker, whatever they're called, megaphone, with a squirrel and a megaphone. It's like, oh, cliff explosives are, you gotta use a grenade to be able to throw the explosives that are already throwable. I am lost. My explosives are over here. Yeah, planning ahead a bit more. That should be enough cliff explosives for the short-term future. That should be enough. Yeah, so I think I'll get the copper going there and back, just so that I have copper being delivered, and then as it's working, I can try to figure out a better setup. Hopefully that's enough fuel to get me to the fuel stop. Not quite. Well, I guess I could try to just think about what I want to do with to set up the modular trains. Add the fuel. I guess, yeah, while I'm doing this, I should think. So, I need... So it would be working with... Is it just doing everything in the interrupts? Using generalized terminology? Because the interrupts are the only thing that are, like, reactive. Okay, so that's now connected. Copper is empty cargo. No, copper drop is empty cargo. This one is full cargo. I didn't pick up extra drills. I hope that's not the wrong length. Yeah, so let's go to the... Let's go down, I think. This doesn't look right. Why is it not? Oh, because I don't have enough, obviously. Well, that's laid out. Well, I think if it's... sorry, I can't figure out what I'm doing. If it's mostly just... Okay, I just wanted to do this real quick. Like, I think I can try to work out something based off the general idea of a... If it's interrupt based. Because interrupts seem like the only option. Then it sort of... It could be set up to go to any free station based on the category of station. Can I mean, there's signal things that I could try to do. So can these read off of... Just use that as an initial. Can it... So I can work with specified station circuit condition. I just have to figure out how to get a circuit condition here. And I could work with that simply. I'll have to figure out how circuits work with trains. Like if trains... Oh, I should repair that. Oh, the braking force is so bad. Still better to reverse to get there. Hey, 500 processing units per hour. It's kind of good. I could make something... I could think of a way to make it work with circuits, but that feels off. Okay, first turn. I should be talking, but I'm gonna keep going because I'm weak-willed. I should not be weak-willed, I should just stop after I pick up these drills. Oh, that's silly. I don't, I must have built that before the blueprint. See, circuits I think I can think of. I just need to think of what the train can read. Because the train can read stop information. Which means it must be able to read more than I would assume. Or I'm assuming it doesn't read much, but if it can read details about stations naturally. To do that to move this. Empty cargo. If I do full cargo, it doesn't tell me. There's no variable there. I could do a clunky item count. Nope, that's specific. I could do item counts for each. That seems like a bad idea. Station is full is based on specified. Oh, I could do that as the initial condition. That seems not... It seems like a step, not the important part, though. There's a lot more that it can read. Oh, oh, yeah. I just felt it was incorrectly, but yeah, it's item count. Pick item parameter. Is that the generic item parameter, or is it a different? I guess it is the generic item. When used in schedule interrupt, it will match the first item that passes all wait conditions and replace the signal with that item. Used in schedule interrupt. It matches the first item that passes all wait conditions. So I need to set up wait conditions with the item parameter to read. This is just one sidetrack thing of, I'm going to save that for a second. This interrupt? That's funny. I guess it is more specific. Again, I need to stop. I need to stop continuing forever. Yeah, so I'll have to... Cargo items greater than 0. It replaces the value of item. For the so I'll have to see how these... I put copper. Yes, that's the correct one. It would be... If I just do this real quick. Copper... Well, I can't really do oil and copper because they're different types of trains. So it's not necessary to try to mix them. It's kind of funny. It doesn't specify, even though it's a target, the target is a station, but it doesn't automatically default to the station if your station is not full. Wait, so if I go copper there. Can I leave it? I'll have to figure out how that type of stuff works. How that interacts with train stops. And again, there's so many successive meteors. It's just odd. So if I want to do that, if the target interrupt station, I have to find where item is. It's item. And then weight conditions appropriately. Does that mean that I need to set... wrong button. This as... like... not necessarily for this station. Probably for the drop-off station. I would want that parameter in the title. So that it actually reads it. Yeah, I guess... so it does read... it does read the text as... so it... like... it would... does it... yeah, this is not what I need. It's the drop-off that's more important. But like, does it read the text as, like, this is copper, and that's what the thing... the thing outputs that? Or can it interpret it as text? If you spell it correctly. I'm assuming that's how you spell copper. I'm tired. I'll just leave this as copper for now. Because that's not what I need to mess with. It's here that I'd have to do copper drop off. That shouldn't be capitalized. That looks wrong. That looks worse. Do I want it hyphenated, maybe? Yeah, so the icon is the important thing. Which I probably can leave the oil how it is. Because I don't... I can leave it how it is for now. It doesn't need to vary between copper and iron and other stuff, probably. I should turn this into... oh no, it is copper ore. Simple. Copper drop-off. I should change this to a different icon. Can I change the icon? I can. This will be... I really hope putting the item thing here doesn't break it. Cargo that greater than 0 to save that. Then it's that is the target. That would be item drop off with the weight condition being... this is drop off, not pick up. Empty cargo. So for the dropping off function, that is all it needs. It just needs a pickup function. Edit this. I should name these properly. if there's cargo in it, will this visually change? It does not, which is not surprising. That, then it would go there. Yeah. I know I could do pickup, but I'm gonna do, for now, well, no, that's silly, because it's not always gonna be mining. I guess I should just do pickup. I want a different name, but yeah, so I just then, it goes to pickup with full cargo inventory. And then it goes there. It goes to whichever pickup has space until it has a full cargo inventory. Once it has a full cargo inventory, based on the interrupt which pulls from this, it goes to the drop-off associated with the item parameter and empties, and then just keeps going. Which means I should probably change this to just cargo. Change the color to the light blue? Sure. I'm not going to turn it on to test because A, I should stop. B, I need to get... I need to pick up drills and some stuff. Yeah, you need space for stuff when it doesn't work. Which I think a depot's pretty simple to make work. Okay, I need to pick up some drills. I'm going to leave myself at the copper vein. Leave that in there, I don't need it. Okay, drills from here. I cannot currently interpret the meaning of the emptiness, but that's probably because I should be... I almost turned early. Yeah. Here's the thing. 0 of 5 meteors, so you can sometimes get 5 on Novus. Which means that I probably have seen 4 before. Oh, yes. I think I could have made a depot that would work, but I definitely would have forgotten the I'm not at a depot. Yeah. There has to be something weird where it's doing 2 in a row so consistently. That was 10 meteors in 10 minutes, in like 10-15 seconds. Oh no, that's what it is. They do all the stuff at the same time, so it's orbit and then ground consistently. And if it hits nothing, it hits Novus instead? Probably? Is what's happening? which is why it's constantly doing 2 in a row. I think that must be what's happening. Yeah, and so it's because the reason they're consistently hitting 2 in quick succession isn't because it's 2 random triggers. It's the same trigger where it's not hitting land in the orbit, so it hits the ground. Though the location doesn't really match, but I assume that's just because they didn't bother making it match, because it doesn't really matter. Right, again, I should have stopped, but I'm now committed to doing this. These are not efficient. I don't have buffer chests. I don't know if they're necessary for these, but I'm gonna do 2 per. It's not even at the station properly. Go to pickup. Stop. 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 Remove copper ore. I need to fix that. Well, no, that's not what that can ever happen, but I'm turning the wrong way. Or can I not reverse onto that? No, right is correct, so yeah, I should be able to. Okay, now, I have no cargo, so it should just take me to pick up. This will not be effective. This will be poorly done. Stack inserters for direct input. Yeah, that's... Stack inserters, or... yeah, bulk for now, but... For now, I'm gonna not be efficient yet. But wait, no, that's not it at all. But yeah, that makes sense to me. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. This is probably not the way to do it, but... Don't think that's... That doesn't feel terrible, but it might be very, very bad. I didn't think about it very much there. So, first test, if I jump this, it didn't move, good. Whoops. I don't have enough fasts. I'm gonna get it so that it's moving first, and then fix it after. That's incredibly slow. Yeah, I think there's a lot of issues here. I definitely should have this better. I think that will help a bit. I'll have to think about how to do this. So, this splits it there and there. Yeah, I can see why it's not right. Because this will split between these two. Then do I have to remove these two? No, that would cut the throughput too much. The idea of more than 4 lanes for that is kind of horrifying. Okay. I think I shall... If I do this, I assume it won't work. I'm not going to sit here waiting for this to go. I maybe will leave that for starting next time. Just it will load as I start. Because I should stop. Yes, that makes sense. Using an underground to handle it. I will try to remember to fix that next time. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. It's a lot of helpful advice that was on the level of, you know, advice instead of scriptive. It's always fun. I'm glad you didn't kill all your players with terror birds on a train. And I'll continue tomorrow. So tomorrow I should be able to get nuclear stuff, hopefully. Again, this lightning gun seems a lot more effective than... It doesn't seem that effective. But it seems more effective than I thought it was. Oh, it's only killing bugs though, it's not actually killing nests. So it actually probably isn't that effective. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out. Have a nice night, day, etc. Bye-bye.